Kuzambo, and welcome to Bhutan e-learning project. I am Ishidoji, a teacher of Changsamto Middle Secondary School. Today, I'm here to present you the mathematics of class 9 and 10, a key stage 4. As we have covered so far, matrices and network, today we have a second unit, that is a commercial math. Under this commercial math, the first topic is purchasing decision. This purchasing decision, by the word itself, we have to make some decision, to purchase a good. To make that decision, we have to have some factors or situations. So we are going to look into that factors and the situations. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define or know marked price, discount and percent discount, markup and percent markup, commission and percent commission, and taxation. Also, you should be able to solve some question related to discount, markup, commission, and taxation. The every goods that is there in the market, maybe the grocery, maybe the vegetables, maybe the garments, they have the price tag. Those price tags are the initial price that is being marked by the shopkeepers. That price is called as the marked price. So it is the initial price marked by the shopkeepers. And in order to buy that good, we will, as a customer, ask for discount so that we can take that good. Or shopkeepers will give you some discount so that you buy that good. So that is called as a discount. And that discount is a certain amount that is being taken off from the marked price. So it is determined by marked price, that is MP, minus the selling price, SP. And also sometimes the discount is given in percentage form. So in that case, percent discount is determined by the actual discount over marked price times 100%. So now, what is that selling price? Selling price is the price after the discount. So that is called as a selling price, and it is determined by, there are two ways to find selling price. First formula is SP is equal to the whole 100% minus discount percent times the marked price. And the second formula is selling price is equal to marked price minus discount. This is a very simple one, and you should be able to use this formula. So by this formula and remembering the discount formulas, we will solve some problem. An item with a marked price of Niltrum 800 is discounted by 25%. What is the selling price? After reading the question, you have to analyze what are the things that is given. Those given, you have to list it down. That is the first step. So given are MP, mark price is given, Niltrum 800, and the percent discount is given 25%. So you have to find the selling price. We know that selling price is equal to marked price minus percent discount times the MP. This is a formula to find directly the selling price. Therefore, is equal to mark price is given 800 minus 25% of 800, or it's times 800. So is equal to 800 minus 25 over 100. Percent means over 100 times 800. By using BEDMAS, we have to solve 25 over 100 times 800 first. By solving this one, we get 200. So 800 minus 200 is equal to niltrum 600. So marked price was 800. After 25% discount, the selling price is 600 because 25% of the marked price is 200. So 800 minus 200 is 600. That is how we get the selling price. Now, another type of discount and discount percent problem. Let's solve this question. The selling price of an item is niltrum 2250 and the marked price is niltrum 3000. The percent discount can be calculated as follow. So we have to calculate here a percent discount. Here you are asked to calculate the percent discount. So you have to first note down the given as usual, and you have to note down the formula of what you are asked to do. So here it goes. Given marked price is equal to niltrum 3000, selling price is equal to niltrum 2250, and percent discount is equal to question mark. Therefore, we know that percent discount is equal to discount over marked price times 100%. Then, according to this formula, we are to find a percent discount, but we don't know the discount. So, we have to find the discount. To find the discount, we have a formula: discount is equal to marked price minus selling price. So, we get the discount easily. 3000 minus 2250, that is equal to niltrum 750. You can use in the percent discount formula. In a percent discount formula, discount replaced by 750 over marked price is 3000 times 100% is equal to 25%. This is how you solve the discount and the selling price problem. Now, if you have understood how to solve these two types of question, then I have one activity for you. I will read the question, listen carefully and solve it. A restaurant meal usually costs niltrum 80. A special rate of niltrum 60 is offered for lunch on Thursdays only. Calculate the percent discount. So, what you have to calculate here? You have to calculate the percent discount. Alright, if you have noted the question for above concept, then we are going to proceed to the next concept now. Okay, we are done with the discount. So now let's go to another type of concept, that is a markup. What is markup? Markup by word itself means marking up. What is marked up? The price on a good added some extra in order to make some profit. For a markup, the marked price will be greater than the cost price. Cost price, you know, it is the company price. Therefore, markup is given by marked price minus the company price, or it is a cost price. Then similar to the discount percent, we have also a percent markup. So percent markup is given by markup over cost price times 100%. So remembering these two formula, we will solve some question. Here I have one example for you. Then after this one, I will give you one question to solve. The marked price of an item in a store is niltrum 3,700. Store owner paid a cost price of niltrum 2,500 for the item. The markup and percent markup can be calculated as below. Given, as usual, we have to note down the given. Given MP is equal to niltrum 3,700, cost price is equal to niltrum 2,500. Then percent markup is equal to question mark. Percent markup is equal to markup over cost price times 100%. We don't know the markup, so we have to first find the markup. Markup is equal to MP minus CP. So MP is given 3700 minus CP is given 2500 is equal to Nultrum 1200. Then this Nultrum 1200 you can replace in the percent markup is equal to markup is 1200 over cost price is 2500 times 100% is equal to 48%. Finally, we got the markup percent. Markup percent is 48%. I have two questions for you. Note down those questions and solve it. Question number 1. Pema bought some oranges from Phuentsholing at Nultrum 100 per kg. She decided to sell them for Nultrum 200 per kg at Thimphu. After having paid Nultrum 5 per kg for the transportation charge, find her markup price. Here, what you are asked to find? You are asked to find the markup price. But remember, there is a transportation charge, and that will go into the expenditure, or it will be added to the cost price. After that, you can solve it using the formulas. Next question. Question number 2. A compound bow is sold for Nultrum 45,000. Question A. Determine the percent markup if the shop owner paid a cost price of Nultrum 15,000. Here you have to find the percent markup. Cost price is given and the mark price is given. B. The shop owner paid Nultrum 2,500 for delivery and other expenses in addition to the cost price of Nultrum 15,000. Recalculate percent markup. So there are some expenditures that is going to add to the cost price. After that, you can recalculate the percent markup. So these are two questions for the markup. Now let's proceed to the next topic, commission. You know, commission is a certain percentage that you are going to get for your work. So that is a commission on your salary plus certain amount of your work that your employer is going to give you. That is called as a commission. Commission is found by rate of commission times the income or the salary or the total sale, and total income is determined by rate of commission plus your salary or your income. So that will give you the total income. In a similar way, percent commission or a rate of commission is determined by commission over the total sale or the total income times the 100%. So remember these two formula. Remembering these two formula, let's solve one question. Mr. Sange is a sales representative. His salary is Nultrum 3,000 per month plus an additional 5% commission on the total sales. Find Sange's total income for a month if the total sales were Nultrum 50,000. Similarly, you have to analyze the question. You have to analyze what are the things given. Here, the salary is given and the rate of commission is given. So, you are asked to find the total income. You know, total income is equal to rate of your commission plus your salary. Given percentage of commission is given 5%. Total sale is equal to niltrum 50,000 and your income, that is a salary, is niltrum 3,000. Then commission is equal to percentage of commission times total sale. Commission is equal to 5% of what? 5% of your sale. So that is 5% times 50,000. Commission is equal to 5 over 100 times 50,000. You will get commission is equal to niltrum 2,500. Then your total income is equal to income plus the commission. Your income is niltrum 3,000 and your commission you are getting is 2,500. Therefore, total income is equal to niltrum 3,000 plus niltrum 2,500 is equal to niltrum 5,500. So that is the final amount or the total amount that you are going to earn after getting the commission. That is called as a total income. So next, I have one question for you. Please solve this question. Dorji is a car salesperson. He is paid niltrum 1,000 each week plus an additional 3% commission on sales. A. Determine Dorji's total incomes for a week in which sales were niltrum 70,000. B. Dorji's goal is to earn niltrum 5,000 each week. What is the minimum amount of weekly sales required to earn this level of income? Here you have two types of question, A and B. In A, you are asked to find the total income for a week. In B, you have a goal to earn that much amount in a week. But in order to achieve that goal, so you have to work hard. How much you have to sell? So you have to determine your total sale in the B. With this, we are done with our purchasing decisions. We have a next topic. It is a taxation. We know we pay a tax to the government. So this tax, it is for our free education and other free services like free healthcare and all. So this under taxation, we have income and the taxes. Income is the amount that we earn or receive. And on this income, certain percentage of the tax is deducted. What are the source of income then? Sources of income are employment income, rental income, dividend income, income from sale of cash crops, income from other sources. There are many sources of getting an income. On those incomes, we are liable of some tax. So this tax, we have a rate, and that tax actually we file in a form of personal income tax. This rate, it is derived from Department of Revenue and Customs, Ministry of Finance. So in a tax slab, in serial number 1, we have up to niltrum 200,000. So tax rate for income up to niltrum 200,000 is 0%. That means up to 200,000, we don't need to pay the tax. Then in second slab, if your total income exceeds niltrum 200,001 till niltrum 250,000, then you have to pay 10%. And in the third slab, niltrum 250,001 to niltrum 500,000. If that is your total income, then you have to pay 15% tax. And in the fourth slab, if your total income is niltrum 500,001 to niltrum 1 million, then you have to pay a tax rate of 20%. And if your income is above niltrum 1 million, then you have to pay a tax of 25%. Remembering this tax slip, as per this rate, we have to pay the tax. Remembering this tax slab, sometimes the tax In order to reduce the burden to the taxpayers, the tax is deducted at the source. That is called as a TDS, tax deducted as at source. So these TDS are of different rate. So first type is 5% TDS rate for interest income and 10% for dividend. 5% rate for tourist income. So if your income is from tourists, you are liable for 5% tax. And also to pay the tax, as I've said, like there are kinds of income. So kind of income for tax. There is a gross income that is called as a total income earned or received. On that total gross income, we have adjusted gross income, which we do some deductions. That deductions are adjusted from allowable deductions that which I'm going to show you later on. And we have a net taxable income, which on this one, after all the deductions, you are going to pay the tax. So certain amount will be liable on this net taxable income. Income deductions, that is allowable deductions. Salary income, that first one is a salary income. For a salary income, we have less PF and GIS contributions. And in a second one, that is a rental income, it is 20% less. And for a dividend income, you can deduct nil trump 10,000 lump sum. And fourth, cash crop income, you can 30% less, that means deduct 30% from your liable tax. And fifth one, other income, you can deduct 30% from your liable tax after your calculation. Now, other general deductions. Number one, education allowances up to a maximum of nil trump 150,000 per child. So this is as per the latest of Department of Revenue and Custom, Ministry of Finance. Next, we have life insurance premium, which can be deducted from your liable tax. And next one is self-education allowance, that also up to a maximum of nil trump 150,000 per annum. Last general deduction is donations up to a maximum of 5% of the total adjusted gross income. Then, remembering those concepts, tax slabs and the deductions rates, so we are going to solve some problem. First problem is on personal income tax. How much tax you have to pay on a net taxable income? Question: what would be the tax owing, that is tax payable, for net taxable income nil trump 260,000? Use the pit chart. Solution: nil trump 260,000, that is a net taxable income. You have to see where it lies in the pit chart. In the pit chart, this nil trump 260,000 lies between 250,001 to 500,000. That is in the third tax slab. Since you know that net taxable income up to 200,000 is exempted tax, so that amount you can subtract from your net taxable income. So 260,000 minus 200,000 is equal to 60,000. Then on this 60,000, you have to calculate the tax. So in third tax slab, the rate of tax is 15%. Therefore, 15% of 60,000 is equal to 0.15 times 60,000. That is equal to nil trump 9,000. Therefore, total tax owing is nil trump 9,000. That is how we calculate the personal income tax from the net taxable income. Now, I have one question for you. Calculate the amount of tax owing for net taxable income for nil trump 650,000. Refer the pit chart. By referring the pit chart, you have to calculate the tax owing for a net taxable income of niltrum 650,000. The steps are as we have solved in the example. Then we have another type of question. In a concept, we have seen about the allowable deductions. So what are the deductions? How we can calculate that deductions? So let's see that on. This is example number 2 of a taxation. Tandin was completing his income tax form. Calculate the total deductions that he can apply to his gross annual income based on the information below. Annual rental income of niltrum 72,000. Interest of niltrum 12,000 paid each month on a loan taken out to purchase rental property. Annual dividend at a rate of 25% on an investment worth niltrum 50,000. Life insurance premium of niltrum 10,000 paid yearly. 2 children in the school with 50,000 each expenditure. So these are the information, and on this information you have a deductions rates. Let's solve this. First one is annual rental income. Rental income, we have a less deduction of 20%. Therefore, 20% of 72,000. Your total rental income was 72,000. Then on this one, you can deduct 20%. So 20% of 72,000 comes 14,400. Next is rental loan. Rental loan, in a question, it was paying monthly. Monthly 12,000, and in a year there are 12 months. So that 12 months times the interest of a month, that will give to the total interest for a year. So 12 times 12,000 is equal to 144,000. The next is dividend deduction. 25% of 50,000, you will be allowed to deduct 25%. 25% of 50,000 is equal to actually 12,500. But according to terms and condition, you are allowed to deduct only niltrum 10,000 of it. So that means from 12,500, you will be allowed to deduct only 10,000. Then next one is life insurance. He can deduct directly niltrum 10,000. How much he is paying, that much he can deduct. Then last one is education allowance. In a deduction, it was up to niltrum 150,000 per child. But for his case, expenditure was only 50,000 per child. Since he have 2 children, so it is 2 times 50,000. It will give to 100,000. So this is the calculation of an individual deduction. But we are asked to find total deduction. Therefore, total deduction is addition of all the deductions. 14,400, that is rental income, plus rental loan 144,000, plus dividend deduction 10,000, plus life insurance deduction 10,000, plus education allowance 100,000. It gives total of 278,400. Therefore, he can deduct niltrum 278,000 from his net taxable income. And with this, I have a last question for you. With this, we are going to end the session. Before we end the session, I'm going to read out question. Listen carefully. Activity. Calculate the allowable total deduction for annual rental income niltrum 250,000, interest on loan to purchase rental property niltrum 14,500 each month, property insurance annual premium niltrum 16,000, local taxes on property niltrum 1,450. So you can calculate the total deduction. With this, I'm hoping that this lesson might be useful to you. Thank you so much.